Hello, you've come to the right place for straightforward advice on how to stop smoking. This special film will change your life. I'm Steve Tyndall, a qualified stop smoking advisor with over 17 years of experience giving advice to thousands of smokers who want to quit. Now, I want to help you to make a plan to free you of tobacco. 3 things combine together to keep you smoking: psychology, nicotine addiction and habits. To help you quit, all 3 problems are going to be dealt with. Let's start with a couple of minutes of explanation. Smoking gets into the psyche and forms a mindset which becomes part of your life and who you are. Whether you enjoy or detest smoking, you see yourself as a smoker. Many aspects of how you live are affected, influencing what you think, say and do. Addiction is caused by smoking anything containing tobacco. Packed cigarettes, roll-ups, spliffs, pipes, blunts and cigars. During the film, the generic word cigarettes will be used for them all. The nicotine in tobacco leaves is one of the most powerful drugs on the planet. It's a hard drug like heroin, LSD or cocaine, and you get hooked. What's known as receptors in your head scream to be constantly fed nicotine. You smoke to satisfy them, so they calm down. As the nicotine drains out, and it happens quickly, the receptors start agitating. Give me more! So you smoke again. That up and down cycle is repeated over and over. Cravings are often worse after a sleep. The nicotine flows out while you're in bed. The receptors wake up with you, then check for nicotine. Ah! Empty! That's why the first few puffs are usually the best of the day. Whenever you have those first puffs, that initial intake of nicotine starts the cycle off again. Nicotine is bad news. The plain truth is, you are a drug addict. The good news is, we can cure your dependence and prevent your craving and compulsion to smoke and stop your addiction. Stay with me to find out how we are going to do it. As well as the need for nicotine, there are other triggers that remind you to smoke. It can be specific times or food or drink, or when your mood changes. It could be certain people or situations, or when you go to a particular place. These triggers make you go through routines that are programmed into your brain like an automatic pilot, because that's what's happened thousands of times before. Part of the autopilot routine is you reach for a cigarette and light up. Smoking is an ingrained habit with triggers that switch on your autopilot. That's what keeps you smoking. 3 things combined. Psychology. Smoking gets into your psyche and affects your life. Nicotine addiction. Nicotine is a drug that feeds the receptors. Habits. Your autopilot programs you to smoke. All these problems can be sorted out. The solutions are coming up next. We'll take each one of the 3 individually and make changes to put something useful in place. Then they will all work together to keep you smoke-free. For your convenience, we have split this film into 12 sections divided into 4 parts. See the description below for more details. We'll look at the process of using psychology in part 1, discussing health and money issues and how they can be used to boost your willpower, increase your determination and grow your confidence. Part 2 deals with the various ways of curing nicotine addiction by using medication or other methods. You will be given guidance on selecting the best way for you. How to change your habits is outlined in part 3, together with a special section on stress. Finally, all the advice from the first 3 parts will be brought together in part 4, where we will create your plan. We'll finish with some tips and information before sending you off on your smoke-free life. Are you ready to change your life? Let's go! The key to making psychology work for you is to go into your psyche, change your mindset and boost your willpower. Here is the process. The essential first step is to work out what's driving you to quit by identifying your reasons for wanting to stop smoking. See how many of these reasons you can relate to. Which ones are true in your life?
Smoking is becoming very antisocial.
I look older than my age.
After playing a football match, I'm knackered by half time.
I'm always tired.
Every year I feel my health deteriorating.
The smell is horrible. It's in my hair, in my clothes and in my car.
The price of cigarettes have become ridiculous.
I want to improve my health.
Health is one of the most common reasons for smokers wanting to quit. Can you identify with any of these?
My father was a lifelong smoker and a great surgeon. Soon after retirement, he developed emphysema with a persistent shortness of breath and a cough. This resulted in several admissions to hospital. He then went on to get a form of dementia, bladder cancer, and had a leg amputated. These were directly as a result of his smoking. Stopping smoking is the one thing you could do that would have the greatest impact on reducing your cancer risk, disease morbidity, and therefore increasing your life expectancy.
The more worrying effects of smoking are the things that go unseen. Now, smoking actually increases the number of bad bacteria present in your mouth and reduces the number of good bacteria. It also reduces the blood circulation to your gums. Now, this reduces your body's chances of fighting the bacteria that cause irreversible gum disease known as periodontitis. Now, periodontitis, if left untreated, will result in the loss of your teeth.
Many people don't realise that smoking actually causes blindness. It causes many different eye conditions, including glaucoma, cataracts, thyroid eye disease, and dry eyes. But most importantly, there's now substantial evidence that smoking causes macular degeneration. This is a condition that causes a severe, irreversible loss of sight. But it's never too late. If you want to avoid losing your sight, please stop smoking.
Just as in people, smoking is a health risk to our pets as well. And smoking will increase the risk of respiratory problems such as asthma and bronchitis. In dogs, studies have shown that smoking increases the risk of both nasal and lung tumours. Cats are particularly prone to the side effects of smoking because of the way they groom their fur, and they will pick up the toxic smoke particles. This can lead to an increased risk of nasal cancers and lymphoma. These problems will affect all animals within the house: rabbits, guinea pigs, hamsters, birds as well. Remember, when you smoke, you're harming not just yourself, but your pets as well.
Smoking is bad for your health. Your immune system becomes weaker, and by putting harmful toxic chemicals into your body, you are more likely to suffer with an infection, illness, a disability or a disease. Very simply, every cigarette increases the chances of medical problems. The moment you stop, the chances start to decrease and your health improves. Whoa! Just one of you, please.
We already know it's bad, that's why we're watching the film. Just tell us what to do.
Okay, understood. I will tell you what to do soon. The solutions are coming. In fact, most of the film is about what you should do. Trust me, it helps enormously if you understand a few basics first. Please stick with it. There are thousands of chemicals in a cigarette. Many are very nasty. Let's focus on two because it explains some of the miserable symptoms. Tar. Every puff drops a tiny amount of tar into your body and lungs. How many do you smoke? It builds up every day. A 20 a day smoker in 1 year is this much. A 5 a day is this much. 40 a day is this much in 6 months. Some you cough up, some is absorbed, but some sticks so your lungs are coated. You've seen the pictures on the packs. Breathing problems are caused by carbon monoxide, an invisible poisonous gas used to power household appliances that also comes out of vehicle exhaust pipes and cigarettes. Carbon monoxide gets into your lungs and literally takes your breath away. It's what kills most people in fires, and is extremely bad for complaints like asthma and COPD. Your arms, legs and body grow tired because the tar and carbon monoxide plus other chemicals mix together in a deadly cocktail. It seeps into your bloodstream, clogging the tubes carrying blood around the body, veins, arteries and capillaries. They carry less oxygen and become damaged, just like water pipes and drains getting furred up, blocked and broken. This clogging leads to poor blood circulation, cold hands and feet, erectile dysfunction, strokes, rotten teeth, high blood pressure, blindness, an older looking face and heart disease. Phew! I think it's time for something positive. Here is an important announcement. Health problems can be improved and even reversed by stopping smoking. If you go back to carbon monoxide as an example, when you quit tobacco it means the input of poisonous gas finishes and the body clears out what's left extremely fast. It's within 24 hours, no matter how many years you've been smoking for. It's possible to start feeling better straight away. Breathing improves because the carbon monoxide has gone. On this topic, I need 45 seconds time out here to talk to all you pregnant ladies. You can stop worrying about your baby not getting a good supply of oxygen to help growth and development. I'll tell you why. When you finish your last cigarette, the carbon monoxide poisonous gas immediately starts coming out of you, and your breathing returns to normal very quickly. The oxygen quality goes up and up and up, reaching a first-rate level the day after you quit. And your baby says,
"Thank you, Mum."
I'm back talking to everyone now, all smokers, with a message linked with that last piece to the expectant mums. Do not smoke anywhere near a pregnant woman. You will harm her baby. If you want to track your carbon monoxide, go and see a stop smoking advisor or pharmacist, and they will measure your changing levels with a carbon monoxide monitor like this or this. We have focused on carbon monoxide a lot, but it's just one of thousands of toxic chemicals in a cigarette. The body is great at repairing and healing itself when you stop putting toxic chemicals into your body. The lungs clear out tar and gunk. You may cough up disgusting, horrible phlegm, but it's preferable to spit it into a tissue than have it remain inside. Rubbish clears out of your system, your circulation improves, you start to look and feel younger. This is what quitters have to say.
My breathing is so much better.
I can't believe how much healthier I feel.
Awesome, mate, awesome. Well done. There's no way you could have done that if you were still smoking.
No way.
Putting it simply, when you quit smoking, you feel better and your health improves.
I'm spending a fortune.
I can't afford it.
I'm spending a fortune to kill myself.
A useful way of looking at the money is to calculate how much you're going to save in the future by not smoking. Work out your weekly spend, then multiply by 52 to see how much you will save in the next 12 months. Here's some examples. If you smoke between 5 and 10 a day, so you buy an average of 3 packs a week at £8.54, that's £25.62 in a week, £1,332 saved in 1 year. rolling tobacco and papers and filters, spending about £30 a week, that's £1,560 saved in a year. Small cigars, a 5-pack cost about £3.75, £1,365 per annum. If you buy packs of 200, say 2 a week, 2 a week will cost you over £8,000 per year. 1 pack of 20 a day at £10.35 is £72.45 every week. In 1 year you will save £3,767. How much will you save in your first smoke-free year? Go on, work it out. 52 times your weekly spend. Go and get a calculator. Write the amount on a note and stick it on the fridge door or your computer, on the dashboard, just somewhere where you will see it. If you'd enjoy getting a buzz out of watching the savings mount up, then put the money in a jar. What will you do with all that money? Oh, and there's a bonus. You won't be killing yourself. How many of the reasons in the last 3 sections could you relate to? Which ones are true in your life? What's driving you to quit? Improved health? A social situation? Because it feels right? Perhaps the money? Or is there something else? Think about it seriously so that you end up with a clear list of reasons for wanting to stop smoking. Write them down or put them on your phone, tablet, computer, or you could even record a short video. Just somewhere that you can refer back to. The next step is the secret to making the whole thing effective. Imagine yourself in 3 months' time. Tobacco free, not had a single puff for over 12 weeks. You have achieved your list of reasons to quit. What is it like? Where are you? What are you saying and doing? Use your senses to imagine. What can you see, hear, smell, taste and touch? What positive changes are there? Physically in your body, maybe healthier and fitter. And also, how are you feeling here, in your head? Perhaps calm, optimistic, pleased, confident, happy. Visualize it. What are your feelings 3 months from now? Sit down undisturbed for a while. Close your eyes and let all those thoughts and feelings wash over you. I said undisturbed.
This all sounds a bit weird.
Yes, it does sound weird. So why do I bother telling you? Because it works like magic. There's a purpose behind it. By imagining and visualizing the amazing changes that will happen in your life and experiencing all the emotional sensations, it gets inside somehow, powers you up and gives you that extra oomph for motivation to succeed. You now have a solid psychological base with a list of important reasons to quit, a good idea of what it will feel like and a strategy to change your mindset, giving you the determination, confidence and willpower to make it happen. Building on that base, we can move on to finding practical solutions for your nicotine addiction.